You gonna learn today. I learned that phrase from my guy Kevin Hart. And actually Kevin Hart learned that phrase was coined by his father, who actually, like my father, both struggled with substance abuse. And so back in the day when I was much younger, one of the areas my dad struggled with was with marijuana. Now some say marijuana is not a big drug, but hey, some feel it different because marijuana, as well as any other substance abuse, don't only affect that individual, but it also affects the lives of those who they love and care for. And so my dad used to say, hey boy, take this $10 and go to Patch China and get my mess. But then that was not only the only thing he struggled with. He also struggled with alcohol. Alcohol is the main drug that really fostered and changed his life. He actually became a wino. I don't know if anybody watched Good Time, but one character on Good Time is called Ned the Wino. Now, that was my dad. He actually was one of the winos that get so drunk, be slobbing. And he actually got pissy drunk. That's real drunk. But anyway, that's the state my dad was at that point in time. I remember one particular situation where me and my sister, we were pretty young. I may have been anywhere from 6 to 8 years old, and we heard a boom in my parents' room, and we heard some rattling. So we rushed in to see what's going on. We saw my dad in the closet laid out, and he was shaking, convulsing and stuff like that. And we were like, Daddy, Daddy. He was non-responsive. So we said, let's go get Miss Phillips. Now, I like to say I said it, but most likely probably my sister. That's something like she'll do, but I take the credit anyway. But anyway, come to find out, the situation was my father had a seizure. And the reason why he had the seizure was because his body was urging and fainting for alcohol. Now, he went on to have many other seizures after that point. And one particular situation was he actually was on the way to the store with his friends Pete and Johnny, and actually fell out and had a seizure during that time. Now, he was crossing a major street, which a lot of traffic comes through, and actually had to pull him out of the street to save his life. But if you look at where he was then, and now let me tell you who he is now and where he is now. He's now Dr. Stephen Loney Sr. Now you would look at it and say, man, he went from one extreme, which was his own struggling with substance abuse, to where he is now. Now he actually is a clinical director who helps individuals who deal with substance abuse as well as mental health. And so he has made some major strides to change his life, but it did not happen overnight. And so the same as what he had to do. He had 3 keys that he had to apply to his life in order to make major strides and change to where his future is no longer like his past. And the first key he had to do was he had to make a decision. Hey, I want to thank you for always rocking with us. And I have something I want to give to you because we want to make sure that we empower and inspire you to be great. So I just released an ebook, and this ebook is really going to help in so many different areas in life, especially when you find yourself stuck, not knowing which way to go. This ebook has been designed to help you through those moments. So please check out the ebook that's here in the description below, and hey, let it help you to be great. Thank you. He had to make a decision that he no longer wants to continue down that same path of destruction, destroying not only his life, but the lives of ones he cared for. And so he actually went and got into rehab. Secondly, he got into AA, which is Alcoholics Anonymous. And thirdly, he got into NA, which is Narcotics Anonymous. And then he also got himself a mentor. I remember him having a mentor, Mr. Carl Moore. Carl Moore reminded me of Malcolm X. Bing pie, my brother. Nah, he ain't never say that. But anyway, he was a cool guy, always dressed sharp and always carried himself in a respectable, professional manner. And so Mr. Carl Moore actually helped him get a job. And my dad never kept a job. He always was getting fired and just never really manned up and took the responsibility of employment. So he helped him get employment, steady employment, then also go back to school and get his Bachelor of Science in Social Work. And then from there, helped him to get a job in that field of social work for an agency. And then he disappeared. So he was like a guardian angel, helped him to get a state, moving from a place of a problem to a place of purpose. And then from there, the third key was my dad had to be willing to do the work. You have to roll up your sleeve, move out of that place of potential. Many of us have potential to be great. But you can't cash in on no potential. You have to do the work. And that's exactly what he did. He actually, while he was on the pursuit to become a doctor, now my dad was born with the eye stigma that he always knew that his sight would deteriorate over time. But while he was in school to get his master's, he lost his sight. Many of us would have quit right then. My dad pursued on to get his doctorate, and now he actually has 3 offices in North Carolina and Virginia. And then also he's impacting the lives of employed others, and also making a major stride to make a difference in so many lives. And so I encourage you, don't allow the problems that you face to take you out of the game, but allow that to be the reason why you gotta finish what you have started. And so from there, my dad now, like I shared with you, has got his doctorates, and now he speaks and he ministers as well as helping in the lane in the field he's in. So I want to reiterate again the 3 keys you must have in order to move from a place of problems to a place of purpose. The first is to make a decision. Secondly, get away from your problems and get around your solutions. Benefit from the resources that are available for you in order to walk into an area that you have been called to and purpose to win in. And if you do that and do the work, which is the 3rd key, you would then impact not only your life, but you would change everyone else around you, and you will win. And we'll look forward not just to see you in the game, but we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to win the game, and you will be able to be the best version of yourself. And if you like what you just saw right here on this video, do subscribe, but in the meantime, be great.